Let's see if it works. Good connection, good connection, good connection. I'm hoping there's a good connection. Please let there be a good connection. Please let this live stream be positive and peaceful. We don't want no negative energy in here. So let it be positive and peaceful. Soul child, you better hurry up and post your questions since you're first. Hit the like button, you already know. Let's get into it. We're gonna have a positive chat today. Very short. It's positive. Positive on my end. Hit that like button, guys. I need to see that like button go up. That like amount go up. Hit that like button, guys. I need to see that like button go up. That like okay, amount go up. Hit that like button, guys. I need to see that like. I hit like. All right. All right. Let me go back to TikTok. Okay. Soul Child asked, should I break up with Tay? Ooh! We got the tower reversed. Ooh! Let's get into it. The tower reverse talks about resisting change. So like, let's say if this is a big change for you to break up with this person, you're resisting it. It's a yes card too. You're just resisting breaking up with this person. There could be like a disaster moment. Like you're trying to avoid the disaster that's going to come with the breakup, basically. You're trying to postpone the breakup just so that you don't experience the after effects. And you're trying to avoid a loss. You think that breaking up with him is going to be a loss. But it is a yes card. You should break up because the tower talks about needing to break up because you need to realign and get back in alignment with your values, your principles, your highest good. You being with this person could mean like you don't align with them. You're not in alignment with your purpose in life. You need to surrender, basically. The tower talks about surrendering to change, letting the universe take the wheel, letting God take the wheel and direct you into like a positive place in your life. Your relationship could be very chaotic, unbalanced, unevolved, you know? So that's what I got. It's a yes. Yeah. All right. Okay, next. I don't know how to pronounce your name. UH. I don't know how to pronounce your name. But I see your question. Will your anxiety get better soon? Will your anxiety get better soon, UH? Will your anxiety get better soon, UH? Will your anxiety get better soon? I'm going to take this first card. You got the Seven of Wands, which means enable for your anxiety to get better. You just need to learn how to speak up, stand up for yourself, talk, insert yourself into conversations and places and things. Don't be a wallflower. That's how you get anxiety. Learn how to stand up for what you believe in, be assertive, stand your ground, have your own spiritual advantage, learn how to communicate, you know, take on some challenges, be defensive sometimes, and maintain control over your life. So if you do these things, then yes, things will improve. All right. right, who's next? Hit the like button and drop it and drop your question. Munizia. All right, let's see. Let's see what's going on, Munizia. Munizia. I don't know how to say it. Any happy changes are coming. Okay, let me say this to you. You've told me you're divorced already. You don't have to repeat it. Once you tell me it, you don't have to repeat it. I kind of have a good memory. You also need to stop saying that because you are manifesting that. You need to watch what you say. Like stop saying things that are negative. Saying I'm divorced, that's negative. You don't want to attract that. You need to speak life over your life. Hey, I'm M and I want to get married again. Hey, I'm M and I want to be in a relationship again. Hey, I'm M and I want to be rich and wealthy. Hey, I'm this. You need to speak how you feel about yourself. Why do you keep on claiming divorce? Don't do that. That's just what I think. But and then another thing, let me just say this one more thing. Any happy changes are coming. Who's responsible for your happiness? Aren't you responsible for your happiness? So what are you doing to make yourself happy? You are the only person that's responsible for your happy times. Your happiness is not in somebody else's hands. So make sure you take back your power and know your power. What do you need to know, though? What do we need to tell you? See, look what came out. Look what came out for you. The 5 of Cups. That is a bad card. The 5 of Cups talks about being depressed, lonely, thinking about the loss, thinking about negative stuff, thinking about stuff that didn't work out, thinking about the relationships that didn't work out, thinking about the things that you said you did that you regret, being like in remorse, like constantly thinking negative, being negative, attracting negative. The 5 of Cups is like a lost card. Like you're too focused on the loss to even attract anything positive. So you need to learn how to be more positive and able to be happy. Okay, so that's your reading. It's like, don't manifest this negative stuff by talking about it. Get rid of it. So that's your reading. Next person. You're welcome. I hope that helped you. Synthesized soul. Is my new love connection, interest, my soulmate? Is your new love connection your soulmate? I'm going to take this first card and not the second. Synthesized souls. Your new love interest could be a soulmate. I like the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is a mature man who already made up his mind to love you or show you love. They're interested in you. They could be feeling themselves at this time. They could be sending you energy of positivity and love. They probably want to like take you on a date, romanticize you. They could be daydreaming about you before they come towards you. This is the type of man that's not moving fast, though. He's moving at the good rate, the good pace. He's not rushing things. It's somebody who's interested in expressing themselves towards you. Could be a soulmate. So yeah, I would say possibly. Chelsea, is Destiny E being bullied? Is Destiny E being bullied? Chelsea, is Destiny E being bullied? Whoever this Destiny person is, they could be like somebody that is a mother or not a mother yet, but like could be a mother one day. Like they could be very beautiful, intelligent, attractive. They could attract being bullied. People like to bully pretty people. People like to bully attractive people. because they're jealous. So it could be that this person could be bullied because they have a lot of pure intentions. They have a pure heart. They have a purity about them. They're very beautiful, strong, attractive. So it could be possible. Hello, Catherine. Does B feel angry and embarrassed due to Jonathan? Catherine, does B feel angry and embarrassed due to Jonathan? Whoever this B person, the angry and embarrassed part is a no, but they are feeling lost. Like they don't know what direction to go in. So they're going to have to chill for a little bit to try to get some spiritual downloads to see what spirit wants them to do about this connection, this situation. They could just be like taking some time out, pausing and surrendering to see another perspective, to see another insight, you know. But at this time, it's a no. I hope so. I hope so. Anybody can drop a question at this time. Anybody can drop a question at this time. Feel free. You're welcome. I'm actually just waiting on the Kai Mafia-thon to come on. So, yeah, it's Labor Day. And let's see.
Bitch look good. Like y'all trying to prove that I don't look good. Bitch, it's me right here today. It's me. Hi. On my way. I don't see nobody at all. Who can take my place? Nobody at all. Who got something to say? If you see me, holler at me. I'm never too ill to say what up. Like it's not that serious. If you see me, holler at me. If you see me, holler at me. I'm never too ill to say what up. Like it's if you see me, holler at me. I'm never too ill to say what up. Like if you see me, holler at me. I'm never too ill to say what up.
Huh?
If you see me, holler at me. I'm never too ill to say what up. Like it's not that serious. If you see me, holler at me. I'm never too ill to say what up. Like it's not that serious. If you see me.
Talk. Um, how does Dennis feel towards sin? Just drop your question. Okay, just drop it. Once you ask, can I ask a question? Just drop it with that question, okay? All right. Thank you for asking me how I'm doing. Appreciate that. How does Dennis feel towards sin? Dennis is juggling his priorities. He could be like in school, going to work, have other friendships, have family. Then he thinks about you. So when I see the two of pentacles, it's all about juggling all his like workload, juggling priorities, not really focusing on love. Like could have started a business or a job or something or a job project. But love doesn't come first. Like they could just be trying to prioritize you and their schedule and make time for you, but they're focused on some money, some coins. They're trying to find the balance in their life. They're trying to adapt to you as well. Like the balance. They're trying to get the balance right when it comes to you. So that's where they're at when it comes to feelings. All right. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Let me see. What do you mean my next breakthrough? What are you talking about? Form like a whole sentence so I can understand. Okay, why is David not fighting for your connection? He's not fighting for your connection because he's too busy trying to go to sleep on time. He's prioritizing his rest over you. When the four swords come out, he don't want to think about it. He don't want to analyze it. He don't want to talk about it. He just wants to pray about it and give it to God. And this is what he thinks you should do. You should leave it alone, let it go, pray about it, rest on it, sleep on it, and ask God for direction. The Four Swords talks about like too much thoughts, too much overthinking, too much negativity. Find your peace of mind, and then you can get on a positive path. But this talks about like putting all that shit to the side and like sleeping it off. So that's why. Okay. Your next breakthrough financially. Devon's next breakthrough financially. Why did the High Priestess come out? Oh, this is kind of okay. So basically, I want to say this: your next breakthrough financially. This is you sticking close to women that are high priestesses. So when you see the high priestess, it's like you are consulting psychics and tarot readers for your answer. This talks about learning to tap into your own intuition as well. Learn to trust your own psychic guidance. This talks about trusting your spiritual guidance, learning how to listen to your own wisdom, your own knowledge about finances. This talks about being stable emotionally and knowing that God is going to reveal to you what's going to happen with your finances. Okay, so basically, this is like you having spiritual guidance when it comes to your finances and being disciplined and independent and trusting that God got your back when it comes to your money. So if you're lacking trust in money, if you're lacking trust in your job, your work, this is kind of telling you need to trust that you're going to be fine. Like, doesn't God always provide? So that's what it's saying for that question. How will your daughter bond with you later on in life? How will Devon's daughter bond with him later on in life? Queen of Cups. That's actually a good one. Yeah, you're wondering. She's going to be a good girl. Whenever I see the Queen of Cups, it's a good girl. It's like someone that's mature, emotionally intelligent, very nurturing, very calm, very in tune with her psychic intuition. You know, she's strong. She's going to guard her heart, but she's going to be very warm and kind-hearted and very feminine, very emotional, loyal to you, faithful. She can be easily hurt sometimes. That's why she needs to guard her heart. But she's going to be very beautiful and loving. So that's good. What is going on with your finances? Do you have a job? Do you have an income? Do you have a business? What do you do, Devon? Do you go to school? What do you do? 'Cause that's all it takes. It's like being in something. I need to turn on my music. Anybody can drop a question while I'm here, by the way. Okay. So you fly big commercial planes? Or are you in school? That's young. Private pilot. They make good money? Hmm. Is it paying the bills? Is it getting the job done? What kind of business you want to start? Hello, I'm fine. Yeah, like flying a Spirit, Frontier, American, Delta, Virgin. I could imagine. Those people have like a big responsibility to get everybody to where they're going safely. That's a big job. That's a big responsibility. How does M feel about me unmatching him? How does M feel about me unmatching from him? Ten of Cups. They feel happy. They feel happy. They feel blissful. They feel positive about it. They finally feel like they can go find their person that they're going to marry or commit to. Just wanted to know, how do you see me getting my shit together when I'm older? I'm older than you, so I've already lived that age. Um, why didn't you go to the army? Why don't you look into the army? Like, you don't have to go to war. You can actually just like work for the army, and you could be on the reserves. It's stable. There's income, there's resources, there's benefits. It's better than being a private pilot. I think it's more respectful. You got the justice card for, ooh, but your freedom, I'd be careful. I would be careful because this card's all about balance, seeking balance. Justice is like all about balance. Um, like you're going through. So basically, this is what I want to say to you. When the justice comes up, it's all about like karmic law, spiritual law, your integrity, your learning life lessons, learning through consequences, finding the balance in law and justice and fairness. What is fair to yourself? Um, Having integrity, doing something that gives integrity. To be 100 with you though, I'm gonna just be honest. I don't think what you're doing right now is gonna pay the bills, and I don't think what you're doing right now is gonna make you wealthy or rich. I think what you're doing right now is gonna be like a side hustle, but it's not gonna bring in the income that you need. Don't think about freedom at all. Like, put that on the back burner. I know you're a Sagittarius. I know that's a Sag trait, but like, you need to really focus on income. You need to really focus on benefits. You really need to focus on what feeds a family. You need to focus on buying a house. You need to focus on buying a car. Like, you need to be realistic and practical with your mindset of like, freedom don't pay the bills. Freedom don't buy a house. Like, freedom don't pay, like, it has to make sense. Like, okay, you're going to sacrifice right now to make a lot of money to to have a stable life in the future for your family and you. Like, don't be like, "Oh yeah, cuz my freedom." Freedom don't freedom don't put food on the table. So, because you're not realizing that you have to learn how to sacrifice. You have to learn how to be disciplined. You have to learn how to put your pride to the side, and you can't have an ego. You have a lot of immature mindset. You need to grow up. Even at your age of 23, you have to be able to think like a mature adult. That means putting your pride to the side, doing things you don't really want to do, like busting your ass, getting it out the mud, thinking about the income first and the future first. You're putting the crate before the horse. The horse comes first, then the crate in the back. So you're doing things backwards. Your thought process is backwards. It's kind of immature, right? So you need to have a mindset of what is the priority? What comes first? What is going to make me rich and wealthy? You need to stop thinking about all that other shit that don't make you rich and wealthy. Because I'm telling you right now, even at 23, you're living in 2025, the prices are just going to go up. The prices are just going to inflate. Everything's going to be inflation. Nothing's going to go down. So you need to learn how to literally like buckle down and get serious about who you are, where you're going, what you can do, what you bring to the table. Stop thinking about all that other shit that don't matter, that don't make money, like relationships, love, all the comfortable shit, like being comfortable. Nope, you have to get a little uncomfortable and do things out of your ordinary. So that's what I'm thinking when it comes to you. I know Sagittarius is like to be like la di da di da, but in real life, mortgages, car payments, food, all that shit costs. And you're a man and you got to put all that shit on the table. So you got to really kind of like get your head in the game. I feel like you just need to really get your head in the game and come up with a game plan and be stronger and more solid and more stable in yourself. So that's what I see. Even at 23, don't really look at your age like that. Like put your age to the back on the back burner. That's not important. What's important is seeing a new perspective, being intelligent, being wise, you know, making moves that align and make sense. So I'm older than you. I've been where you're at. But even when I was your age, I was dealing with money. I was dealing with big money, making money moves, thinking on a mature level. So, but you're not financially stable. That's the only problem. Like being your boss, like being your own boss means you have at least 50,000 in the bank. You know? You're kind of thinking about the ego part of it. Like saying it, "Oh yeah, I'm a boss." But where's the money? You know, like you don't have 50K saved, you don't have 100,000 saved. You got to think about the money. Like that's all I'm trying to tell you is like stop thinking about like, "Oh, I'm going to just say it cuz it sounds good," but you don't have the money to back it up. So be wise when you're talking about stuff. You know, are you sitting in a mansion? Are you sitting in a nice house that's valued, that has equity? You know, like you have to be realistic. Where are you in life? You get what I'm saying? So that's the maturity part that I'm trying to guide you towards is like stop putting the ego first. Be honest and build constructively on solid foundation. You know, like, okay, how much money you got in the bank? How much money you got saved? That's all that really matters. Money talks, bullshit walks. So be understanding that when you talk it, you got to walk it and back it up. Yes, I'm just speaking from look where I'm sitting. I could show you my whole house right now. You know, and just it's hard to look. I'm only going off you asking me about your finances. Do you see your finances? I'm gonna be 100 with you, Devon. I don't ask those questions to tarot readers because I'm financially stable. So when I see somebody asking about their finances, it's like, why do you have to ask when you have money in the bank? When you have an income? What's the problem? So you need to think about what you're saying when you're saying it. You know, like, why ask about money when money's good? So all I'm saying is something ain't good if you got to ask, you know, like, so just be real with yourself. Like, if your money and your income is stable, you shouldn't be asking, you know? So, but yeah, something ain't right. That's all I'm saying. You know, like something ain't right. And you just got to be real with yourself. Like, something ain't right. Um, I see everybody else in the chat. I see you guys. I see you. Mhm. Cause look, let me just say this one last thing. If you are balling, if you got it like that, if you're rich, if you're wealthy, aren't you gonna be like, I'm rich and wealthy? I'm balling. You know, I got a savings account. I got assets. I'm going to my houses that are owned. I can go get in my nice car right now. I can go buy another car. Aren't you going to talk like that? Because you can walk it, right? You could back it up. You just got to think about what you're saying when you're saying it. You know, like if you're balling, if you're stable, come at it like, oh, I'm stable. I'm balling. I got a good income. I got assets right now. You just got to change that thought process. You can't come at it on some like low self esteem, low self worth. Because maybe that is where you're at right now. It's like, you don't got it like that. You get what I'm saying? So just be mindful of what you're saying when you're saying it. You know, make sure it matches your life, you know, your background, you know, what you're projecting. Make sure it matches your words. You get what I'm saying? Hi, Yvette. See, the more honest you are about your lifestyle, your finances, we can get somewhere. You know, you can get somewhere. But it just takes somebody being honest with themselves, you know, to actually lay a better foundation down and execute. But look, Devon, you're younger than me. I already passed your age. So I'm just speaking from experience and from, you know, what I have going on. So, anyways, let me see what everybody else said. Thanks for clarity. Makes me feel like I made the right choice. Just come in to say, hey, that's true. Sometimes you need people, right? Be realistic. You can really learn from Lauren. She helps me a lot. This entire thing's making me even reevaluate my bullshit as a question. Okay. Same with relationship. Why ask if it's good? That's good. That's true. Devon, what you need to understand is I'm good at reading energies and I'm good at reading the room and paying attention. So, the spiritual downloads I'm receiving, okay, the spiritual downloads I'm receiving are for me, right? When it comes to you, what you're giving me in the chat room based off your questions, how you're answering stuff, how you're communicating, I'm reading you, right? Okay, if you're not straight to the point about who you are, what you have going on, I can sense that. Like, oh, he's not being 100% transparent, you know? Um it's better to be transparent with me. If you want to keep stuff to yourself, of course, keep stuff to yourself. Like, I don't care. But if you really want my help and my guidance and my outlook, it's better to be transparent, you know, with me, you know, because then I can actually help. But I can't help if ego's in the way. I can't help if somebody doesn't really want the help. You get what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. Thank you for donating, Yvette. Okay, see you later. I don't care about how a man looks. I look at whether he is well educated, understands what a 401k is, knows how investments and assets operate. Men who don't know that are children. Very true statement. I'm not gonna lie. 100% true. That is very honest and very transparent right there. Women look at all that. Well, intelligent women. Okay, what is coming in for me? You are implying versus applying are different. True. Okay, yes, it was a typo. All right, we get it. George, I see you. I don't have any questions. Just want to wish you all the best. You gave me hope. Thanks so much. All the best, George. George, thanks. Okay, Yvette paid for a question. Should I refollow this Cancer on Insta? Like, will it be reciprocal? Okay, that's cool. Yvette, thank you for donating $5. This is one of my good subscribers that always donates. Love that. Love her. Okay, let's answer her question. All right. Yvette, should you refollow the Cancer? Yvette, let me know if you're here before I read you. 2. I know this is a public chat room, so it's hard to kind of express yourself in the chat. I know how hard that is. So sometimes people don't want their business out there. My birthday went well, by the way. So you're an early Virgo? Because you're a Virgo, right? I'm happy if you're happy. That's good. Birthdays should always go well. All right, let's see. Should Yvette refollow that Cancer guy? Okay, look at the first card, the Page of Cups. Dang, then you got the Page of Swords. So that's definitely him. Let's see, should she refollow the Cancer guy? Should she refollow the Cancer guy? Then you got the Magician. Okay. Shadow card, the King of Pentacles. I see page energy, but then he goes from a page to a king. My friend showed up, very supportive, and other 2 friends I heard from will hang out soon. That's good. When it comes to this Cancer guy, in the past, he comes up as the Page of Cups. That's Cancer. That's water sign. But he comes up kind of young and immature. How old is he, I wonder? Maybe he's just like a childlike type of individual. Nonetheless, the Page of Cups talks about in the past he made you a love offer, or he came into your life and communicated that he liked you or showed you love, or he didn't really have a set plan in the past. He just came at you like, oh, I have feelings for you. Let me show you. So Page of Cups. Okay, that's the Cancer. So in the past, yes, you took this person in. In the present, he comes up as the Page of Swords, so still yet kind of not growing. Hasn't really grown too much from a page to a page. When it comes to his communication and sending messages, he's kind of immature still. He kind of looks at the relationship as a friendship that he can gossip and spy and be curious about, but he's kind of not confident about how he communicates. This is due to past bad relationships he's had. The Page of Swords wants to talk, but I don't know if they're the best person to talk to, because they come off as defensive and protective, and their mind is very quick and it could be very sharp cutting. So it's a no. Don't connect with him right now. Now the future card, though, the Magician, he comes up as the Magician in the future. Yeah, I'm reading that. But I don't really like how you like. Hold on, Yvette. Devon, I don't really like how you're expressing yourself. I think we express ourselves very differently, and I think you're very like you're not open minded enough to learn anything right now in your life from anybody. I think you need to really seek guidance from yourself. You know, because I don't want to argue with you. I think it's very kind of like rude to come in someone's chat, talk back to them, you know, ask them for advice or their readings, and then not be, you know, accepting. So I think you should really ask yourself these questions that you're asking me. Yeah, but that's judgment. You're here to judge me, and we're not here to judge. We're here to help. So if you're not here to receive help and be open minded, you shouldn't be here. You get what I'm saying? You don't really have the power, you know, like that I have right now. You get what I'm saying? And I feel sorry for you. I hope that you find what you're looking for out there. Good luck. Okay, so back to Yvette. Yvette, okay, so look, in the future, he comes up as the magician. So in the future, there could be positive energy that you guys can both manifest each other again. Okay. So when the magician comes up, this talks about you guys both putting in efforts. Okay. So you guys both have the skill set to basically manifest each other again. So when this card comes up, it's about being conscious and making conscious efforts. Okay. So I would say in the future, continue to think about this situation later on. Because look, the shadow is the King of Pentacles. That means he's probably getting his shit together. The King of Pentacles talks about building an empire. So he could be focused on like building his money up, being successful, and being a provider. So I would look towards the future. Maybe you guys can reconnect later when you're more conscious of your actions, your words. You know, I think he's not as conscious right now about the relationship. I think he's probably focused on his work, his money. So that's what I got, Yvette. Yes, and he did say that when he called you, so I'm accurate. Thank you. Appreciate that. You're welcome. Okay, guys, who's next? Mr. Kali, if you're here, let me know. And whoever else is waiting, let me know. And Yvette, if you want to ask another question, you can. I'm waiting for this Mafia-thon to come on. Hold up. I think it's on. Oh, it's coming on. Oh my God. Mafia-thon. All right, Rafaela. Good afternoon. I would love to know if F's tears were truthful. I would love to know if F's tears were truthful. Ace of Swords talks about starting over again on a clean slate, being honest, being truthful, having integrity, cutting through the clouds. Yes, the tears kind of are like releasing something and starting over again, wanting to communicate something, be clear minded. So it's a yes. The Mafia Thon is on. Yes. I want it to be, let's see. That's cool. You're welcome. Oh my God, this Mafia Thon! This about to be popping. I love Capricorn men when they like really get on their shit. They are beasts in business. Oh my gosh. I will say earth sign men, when they really get on their shit, their business tip, they can really like go far. I like that. You're welcome. I want to see, should I do a reaction video to Mafiathon? Wondering. Let me see. I think I could. Let's see. Let's see. Hold up, hold up. Okay, let's see. Active microphone. Oh my God. Epic. This is so fun. Like, Kai's just like creating his world. He's not letting other people create it for him. I love that. Like, you have an idea, do it. You have a big dream, go after it. Like, he's living a dream. That's beautiful. Ugh, I love it. Like, he don't talk about it, he just does it. There's no doubt in Kai. Like, Kai is just like, his mind is so clear. He gets all these people on his side, on his team, and it's like, just makes the dream come true. But what's very good about Kai is like, he's a big humanitarian. He doesn't mistreat anybody. Like, he has a big heart. And I love the fact that he gets my attention. This is cute though. The symphony, violin. I used to play violin when I was in elementary. So I know how interesting playing an instrument is, going to a symphony. He's just sitting right there. That is so peaceful. I love this. And then he's promoting 15% off revenue going to school. I'm watching Mafia Bond, by the way, if you're wondering. I'm doing a reaction video. And then let's talk about this chat. Chat be going quick. Wow. People be donating. They say a lot of these subscribers on Twitch are young children. It's interesting. Dang. Kai has 350,000 people watching. 350,000. That's a lot. Thank you. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for supporting me too. Appreciate you. Yes, I just play violin. I love violin. Yeah, I know. But I don't pay attention to it. She's wasting her time as a grown ass woman. I think that lady's like 50. I think she's like 50. My mom would never act like that. And I know she's around my mom's age. So there's just two very different type of people in the world. You get what I'm saying? Like I have a mother that's successful, that's her age, and my mom would never waste her time like that old lady does. You get what I'm saying? She's not even my mom. So it's like, how are you my mom's age? And then like you acting like you are like younger than me. I don't go anywhere near that lady's channel. Um, so I wouldn't know. I only know what people come in my chat and tell me. But we don't really talk about that person often. It's like every now and then. We just be putting the truth out there. Like, so people can tell like what's going on. I mean, like, look where I'm at, look how I look. People can see through that, you know? I don't know who she thinks she's fooling, but people think they can fool people online. It's crazy. Can't fool me. So that's what I gotta say about that. It's like she wants you guys to bring up her name in my chat. Like she wants you guys to be her puppet. Y'all don't see me saying, "Oh yeah, go in her chat and say my name, mention me," because I don't care. Like I just don't. That's not where my life is, you know? Like, I have better things to do, you know, better things to focus on. You get what I'm saying? Exactly. People are going to see that, you know, like, people aren't stupid. So I don't know if she just wants people to be stupid. It's like trying to manipulate people, but she's not really doing nothing but talking, you know? So you don't see me being like, oh yeah, you gotta stop mentioning me. You gotta stop talking about me. I don't care. You wanna talk about me, you wanna mention me, go right ahead. It don't affect my houses, it don't affect my cars, it don't affect my money, it don't affect my relationships, it don't affect my parents, it don't affect nothing. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, what are you really doing? You know, like, of course. She's just kind of making herself look bad. You know, like, people are going to be like, why are you talking about her so much? You know? Like, dang. So, but yeah. So, yeah, can't please everybody. I'm watching this mafia-thon though. Oh, Emil. Sorry. If you're here, Emil, let me know if you're here. Okay, let's see. Hey. Good thing I could crop this out of the video that I'm making right now. Let's see. Oh, Jabberwocky's is on. Thank you. Oh my god. I'm gonna send a picture for my dad. For my dad. Yeah, I remember. So basically, I got a reading from her in 2020. Do you want me to tell you the story? 'Cause she don't talk about the story. I don't know why she don't refer to the actual story that when I got a reading from her. She should be talking about that. Okay. So in 2020, like the beginning of 2024, this is like January 2024. Um, I got a reading from her randomly. Didn't know her. Just was like, you're on live, and then got a reading from her, right? And the reading, this is what how the she did a 3 card for me, and I asked her about this guy I was dating at the time, and she was like, "Oh, he wants to change your life. He wants to marry you, but you have some woman that's gonna come in and try to mess with you." No, because I ended up, I never talked to the guy again. I actually broke up with him and moved on. So, no. It could be that he probably still does like me, but I completely moved on. So, anyways, she said that there was a woman that was gonna try to mess it up, mess my life up. But it was a Queen of Swords, which was her, right? It was her. And so I was like, anyways, I recorded the reading and I posted it on my channel shouting her out like I do a lot of readers, like, oh yeah, go to this channel, get a reading. It was a good reading. I shouted her out. She got mad at that. She came into my chat and was like, hey, take the video down. You can't do that. And um, I'm like, fair use. It's fair use. You can share content and comment on it legally. And she just was like, "Oh, it's copyright because I own the rights to my name." And at the time, I'm not even thinking. I'm just like, "Okay." And so then she starts trolling me. I never go in her chat or on her channel ever again after that. I just block her. And then she just starts acting crazy over me sharing her tarot reading. And that's all that ever transpired with us. She just kept trying to take my videos down, get my videos taken down. And then she was obsessed. And I'm thinking to myself, she doesn't even know, but I'm about to build a new channel anyways. So she don't know my plan. She don't know me. So I'm just like, anyways, I don't care. Like, I'm about to build another channel for the people that I really like, you know? So she thought she had the power to like it was just funny to me. I just was like, this lady is cuckoo. So I literally ignored that lady all of 2024, all of 2025. She still tries to she came and found my new channel. She tries to send messages. She tries to come in the chat. I just block it. She tried to send people to me. I'm just like, what is wrong with her? Every time she sees her name in my chat, she tries to say it's copyright. Um, and I'm just like, little does she know I had good intentions to like share her. So she makes up all this stuff on her channel about me. Oh, she's a ghost, she's a troll. And I'm just like, okay. Like, anyways, I don't care. You ain't messing up nothing. You just showing people how obsessed you are with me, you know? So, long story short, she doesn't know my plans. I still have plans that she don't know about, that I don't tell anybody about, but the people that are involved. So, she don't know what's going on behind closed doors. She doesn't really know me at all. So, she's lying to whoever is watching her. Y'all can see she's not creative. Y'all can see she's very like the lady's kind of like not a good looking woman. You could kind of tell like she's old. You could see like she's stale. Like And I don't judge people. I'm talking to Bella Cookie. I don't judge people because you gotta pay me to judge you. I'm not just judging people just to judge people. But she came for me, so I'm gonna speak up and say, look, lady, you're old. You're my mom's age bracket. And my mom ain't on what you on. My mom's a real boss. Like properties, cars, houses, married, kids, like like we come from two different worlds, like so yeah, Bella Cookie, that's the story. Okay, so Leah, are you ready? You know how many people came to me and told me like they're on my side, like they believe in me, and so many people have come to me like they don't trust that lady, they don't believe that lady. They believe me. They can see right through the lady. I have people in my DMs right now who have talked to me about it. Like, this lady's lying. Like, it's funny. That's why I be laughing. That's why I be like, I'm bothered. I'll be straight. I'll be like, I don't be hiding my face. She be hiding her face. Like, she don't show her house. She don't show y'all nothing because she's probably poor. Poor mind, poor thoughts. So that's what she's giving y'all is like poorness. I give y'all wealth. I give y'all riches. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, Leah, let's get to it. Did I handle my conflict with GS well today? No, Leah, you got the no card because the hermit talks about you didn't probably give them the right answers or you didn't think about this, you didn't reflect on this, you didn't go into solitude mode and like really analyze things. Okay, so it's saying a no. You should have like really reflected on this, thought about it, came up with your own answers from your soul, really did some soul searching before you probably did this conflict thing. So you gotta know. You're welcome. That's hilarious. Is it safer for me to let MP help me move into TS president? Got the Ace of Pentacles, which is a yes. This is opening a door literally to manifesting abundance, taking care of yourself, new beginnings, something stable and secure. Got a yes. You're welcome. Pastel dreams. I'm so happy you caught me live because I've been wanting to talk to you about this. You ready to talk about this guy? Because I had some thoughts about this, and I haven't been able to really catch you to talk about this. I was feeling some vibes about your question because you've asked this question like 10 times. So you ready to hear what I got to say? First, let's just see what comes out first. What does Pastel Dreams need to hear about this Anthony person? And then I'll go off that. See, why did this come out? Why did this come out for you? You got the Eight of Swords. No, the Nine of Swords. The Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords are basically the same card. But you got the Nine of Swords, so this is why I wanted to talk to you about this question. Because I know you've been asking other readers too. But hold on, let me turn down Kai real quick. Okay. You got the Nine of Swords. So this is talking about basically when it comes to this Anthony situation, this Sagittarius man, he got you really messed up, like mentally messed up. Like you don't have no peace of mind when it comes to him. Like your thoughts are overwhelming. Your thoughts are causing fear, stress, anxiety, worry. You don't have peaceful thoughts when it comes to him and you. Like he knows this. He could kind of sense this, maybe. Like you don't sleep well. Like you don't just fall asleep peacefully because you and Anthony are just good. You know? So this card talks about not being harmonious, negative feelings, not being able to cope. Like you don't know how to cope when it comes to him. Like he leaves you deeply unhappy. Like you're very unhappy when it comes to him and you. And he kind of knows this. So it's like the card is kind of giving you the answer, but I was kind of gonna say some things kind of like this, like you know what's going on, but you've asked this question like 10 times, so like back to back to back to back to back to back. So you kind of already know like something's not right. So yeah, if you start to get obsessed about a guy, that's a red flag for me. If the guy has you anxious, worried, that's a red flag. If a guy has you caught up in your head a lot, that's a red flag. If a guy is not giving you peace of mind, that's a red flag. If a guy is not answering you, that's a red flag. There's red flags, popping up. You just gotta be accepting to understand them. Like, okay, now's not the time. It could just be like now's not the right time. It's not divine timing right now. Like it's bad timing. You get what I'm saying? But because you keep asking about him and asking about him and asking about him, and I know you're a Capricorn, right? So, but you have to understand how Sagittarius men are, girl. Like, if I was to do a whole video on Sag men, you would run fast. Run. Run. Especially as a Capricorn. Run. Because Sagittarius men are not Sag women, but Sag men are not Capricorn men. Like you're different. You're a different vibe. You're a different your fundamentals are different. You are very opposite. You know, it's like look how consistent you are. I just feel like you need to open your eyes and see that this person is not it. It's just not it. Not it for you. And that's okay, and you can be okay with that. Like, you need to be okay with that. Like, you need to learn how to love yourself and accept that it's okay. It's okay for a person not to be for you. It's okay. Like, life's gonna go on. You're gonna meet somebody better. Like, you just need to release it. You know, like, you're clingy as hell onto this person, and that is just like red flag. Let it go. Like, don't you love yourself? So that's kind of what I was gonna tell you is like replacement. You can replace him. There's a million of him out there and better. So you don't have to keep doing that to yourself. Um, so that's the message I had for you. Okay, so NIVVI, should I keep the Boca thing a secret? You got a yes card, Ace of Wands. This talks about good news, you having good news, you finding a new beginning, a new passion, something that's enthusiastic, a challenge, has a lot of potential and growth and talent. So yeah, you might want to keep this to yourself. Is Amir going to take a step towards me in September? The King of Swords is a yes card, but I want to let you know the King of Swords is very detached from feelings, emotions, and romance. They're not the most feeling, romantic, touchy feely person like Goo Gaga eyes. You know, the King of Swords is somebody that actually takes a cool, calm, collected approach when it comes to like relationships. They'll sit back and get comfortable in their chair. Yes, this is the type of person that will talk, that will communicate and be honest, and they're going to want honesty from you. But do you see how he's sitting in his chair? He's not standing up. Yeah. And he's guarded with that sword. Yeah. So this person's calm, you know, they're not rushing towards you. They're not getting up from their chair and like trying to step to you, even though it's a yes card, you know, it's a possibility. But the King of Swords is somebody that's mature, very mature. So they might know some things, they might be a little wise, they might act out of wisdom. So I would take that with a grain of salt. Don't want nobody to get their feelings hurt or be heartbroken. What's up, Vera? All right. R's current feelings for V. R's current feelings for V. Look at you. Two of Cups. You got lucky. Whenever this card comes up, I think it's a good luck card. The Two of Cups is one of love, partnership, compassion, being attracted to one another, pouring in each other's cups, wanting to at least, wanting to meet up, talk, converse, feeling love, feeling accepted, um, thinking about the potential of marriage and engagement, a happy couple, people who get along. So you got the Two of Cups. You're welcome.
If you see me, holler at me. I'm never too ill to pick it up. Like it's not that simple.
I see you, Cassie. Okay. May I ask, does the realtor website people already know who I am? I feel they know. You got a good card. You got the Sun card, which is a yes card. Success. This is a success card. This is like a card of hope and optimism and high energy and joy and good vibes and you expressing yourself very greatly and having good luck come your way. So this is a very honest path. So yeah. So yes. Mhm. to post my workout plan, and I'm watching Mafia-thon. They're talking about land in Africa. Hmm. Okay, let me turn this back up. I can share my screen with y'all. That's what I'll do.
Now all good to goddamn screenshot every proportion. Welcome to Mafia-thon 3. For the next 30 days, I'm your roommate. For the next 30 days, you're my roommate. Okay? Now chat. I know what's about to happen, right? Before we get into the first official roll call of the entire month. Before we get into this, first of all, I want to say everybody hold your sub. Everybody hold your subs. Everybody hold your subs. Everybody hold your subs. We all know if we gift one sub, it'll go crazy. But chat, I added a twist to it. I'm feeling nice today. And I felt like it was necessary for me to let you guys in on a secret that I low-key wanted to hold, but let's set the pace amazingly. All right? Everybody spam hold. Everybody spam hold. Everybody spam hold. Seriously, I did. I had to pee. Oh, shit. Let me know when y'all ready. Hold on. Listen, I will let y'all know when to do it. As you guys know, the stake is. Now, here's a surprise. Once we hit a mill, hold on. Once we hit a mill, the person once we hit a million, the person that will be shaving my head
That's hilarious. Yeah, you could just drop your question. All right, guys, I want to show you what I was watching. But go ahead, drop your question. Hold on, I'm looking at the connection. You can see me and hear me. Can you hear me and see me? Okay, is it clear on your end? Is it buffering? Okay. All right. Career future for you, Jaka. Career future. Career. Oh, you don't know something so funny? I used to talk to this guy named Jacques. So you coming in here and having his name kind of makes me feel or think that his spirit is still lingering. No cap. He was a Libra, so you know Libras are all about good and bad. They're the balance. They're the balance of good and bad. So they could be mean and nice. Exactly. And I'm not a Libra. I have Libra in my chart, but I'm not a Libra. I'm a Sagittarius. So I'm into like peace. So I don't really like all that mean nice shit. He's October 14th. Ria, I see you. Yeah, so I had to get rid of him, but he's still around in spirit. He's the type that don't let go of like his past. Like he holds on to the past. I don't. I'm like more of like I'll forget you and move on. So we were very different in our fundamentals, you know. So it was just like, I don't think this can work. But I think he's still interested, to be honest. But I'm kind of past it. Like I don't see it working for me. So, but he paid for a date. He pays. He spends, but he could be a little rigid. And I didn't really like the rigid shit either. I just was like, nah, if I really like somebody, I'm gonna spend. Like I'm a spend. That's what I'm working for. Like I'm working hard so I can spoil, you know? So if you're not gonna spoil me, like I'm gonna spoil you, there's no point. Because that's what I'm saving for. That's what I'm in a good space. Doesn't it look a little like I'm spoiled already? You know? So That's what working hard is all about. So you can have the finer things in life. You know, you shouldn't have to settle for less. You know, so it was kind of like, look, I could spoil myself. You aren't gonna spoil me. I can spoil myself. So yeah. Anyways, let's see what comes out for you. You got the Emperor. So that's crazy. He used to get the Emperor too. He was a dad. I don't know if you're a father yet, but this could mean that you're just a very mature person. And when it comes to your finances and your career, this is somebody who's very stable. Like somebody who likes structure, discipline, authority. They have a set routine. They know what they want. They're dominative. Like they like to dominate. They like to be in control. This is somebody who's relying upon their logic or money, you know? And when they do get the job, they're very disciplined, reliable. Um, they're a leader, you know? So when it comes to your money and your career, you should be fine. You have the power to manifest whatever it is you desire. I don't know what's really going on, but this is a great card to get. As somebody who can really take care of a family or has intentions of taking care of a family or a wife or becoming a father someday. Maybe you can glean from somebody that's an emperor as well. Maybe you should adapt more to your emperor energy. Um, a father figure, somebody that's an authority figure that has structure and stability in their life, that should become your mentor, or that should be what you're trying to strive for. So that's what's coming for you. Rhea, R's feelings for Rhea, crush. R's feelings for Rhea, the crush. Ooh, you got a good card. Two of Cups. That's love. R's feelings for you as a crush is love. They want to link up with you, be a partner, join together, be in love, share love, be a friend, be a partner, you know, like they feel harmony. Thank you. They feel harmony and peace. Back to you. They feel potential with you. They like you can be their soulmate. They're attracted. You guys could be compatible together. New sub. Hey, a message from my guides. A message from my guides. A message from my guides. Five of Cups reversed. Moving forward. So like you're no longer thinking about like negative shit. A message from your guys is you're no longer thinking about negative shit. They noticed it. They notice how positive you're being. You're moving on. You're letting go of anything negative. You're getting back outside and rejoining in the world. You know, you're not as like negative thinking. You're accepting people's help. You're healing. You're forgiving people, and you're just continuing on with your life. You're moving on. You're not thinking about what didn't work, what doesn't work. You know, you're not thinking about what you lost. You're just like, time for a new beginning. You could have a lover coming in too. All right. Glad it helped. All right. Moggle. That's tough. Will GT get divorced from the Queen of Swords he is married to? That's a difficult question. Will GT get divorced from the Queen of Swords he is married to? Will GT get divorced from the Queen of Swords he is married to? You got a no card. Four of Swords means he's not thinking about it. He's actually in prayer, getting rest, getting sleep, um, finding his meditation spot. He's resting and relaxing at this time. He is a no. Yeah, I see that he could be married. The Four of Wands is like marriage with a loved one, being with a loved one. They're happy. I guess they're not ready to divorce. Is the email you're planning to send very well written and convincing? Is the email you're planning to send very well written and convincing? You got the Knight of Swords. No, it's like rushed. It's in a hurry. It's impulsive. You did it on impulse and you're very impatient about it. You were witty, talkative, and direct and honest in it. You sent it with confidence. You jumped right in, you seized the moment, but it's very impulsive, intellectual, and too bold. So I gotta know. You're welcome. You're welcome. Who will be your future spouse? Let's just see what comes out. Who will be your future spouse? Oh, your future spouse is going to be somebody very successful, very happy, very joyful. They love their freedom. They're very expressive. They're very positive. They have a lot of good luck. The Sun card is one of the best cards to get. So somebody that tells the truth. They're energetic. They're optimistic. They bring a lot of joy and peace into the world. So someone good. You're dancing. No, you get one card. If you donate, you get more. You should be happy with that. I would be happy with that. His true feelings for you, D. I'm doing better. His true feelings for you, D. What's D's true feelings for N? What's D's true feelings for N? He's happy. He's content. He's satisfied. He sees you as a wish fulfilled already. That's why he's sitting down. See how he's sitting down amongst the cups, and the cups are just up there? It's not like he's taking any action. He's actually just like embracing and basking in on how happy he is and content he is. And you could want more from him. He could want more from you. But you can Google that. But right now, he feels fulfilled with the way things are. Okay. He's positive about you. You can Google that if you want. It'll tell you more. You're welcome. I wonder who these 6 people are in my chat. Maybe they're waiting for that 10 minutes to get in. All right, guys. 1 hour and 47 minutes on Labor Day. It is a holiday. Everybody's off work. People are still working today, though. Hold on just a second. Drop your question, Hila. I'm okay, y'all. Thank you for asking. How are you guys? How are y'all? I'm just like doing like three things at once, which is cool. I like to multitask. Right. The best time of the year. What does KF think of you as a person? What does KF think of you as a person? What does KF think of you as a person? The Queen of Swords. You are independent, you're witty, you're intelligent, you're smart. You rely upon your intuition. You kind of like don't like getting close to guys that don't show you like integrity, honesty, transparency. Like you're not really into the romance or like being like love bombed. Like you rather be alone. Like you don't mind getting divorced if the marriage isn't good. Like you're a very mature young woman. That's what this person thinks of you. Northern Eyes, you think he would want a chance for us to be more than friends? You think he would want a chance for us to be more than friends? Knight of Cups is a yes card. This is somebody who wants to come towards you in a romantic way and date you, sweep you off your feet, be all like love bombish, like complimentary, but in a mature way though. Like this person's just very daydreamy. They're very dreamy. They're very like romantic, feeling based, and they don't really like reality. They want to get away and come towards you and have fun times, and like they're gonna leave once things get too real. So that's that. Intuitive insights. Could I get a card pulled? Yes. Intuitive insights. You got the Ace of Swords. So, because your intuitive insights, your mind is very clear, or it will be. Ace of Swords talks about the beginning of a clear mind, seeing things clearly, talking clearly, speaking clearly, knowing what you want, going after what you want with clarity, with a vision, starting a good relationship based off good communication, honesty, trust, transparency, or just cutting stuff out of your life that's not clear, that's not successful. So this is like a successful period for you. You're going to have a breakthrough moment where you're going to see like a new horizon, and you're going to have this concentration on what you want to get done. Okay. So that's good. Wish I could learn tarot like you. You just gotta buckle down and like learn it if you have a passion for it. Please, how my XSA feels towards me and now. Rolla, what ethnicity are you? Because you always type like, do you speak English as your first language? Because you always type kind of funny. Will Intuitive Insights, will I get the gig hanging lights soon? Sure. Will you get the gig hanging lights soon, Intuitive Insights? You got the King of Swords, so this is truth, honesty, trust, conventionalism, sitting back, waiting on this to come in. So I would say it's a yes. They see you as logical, in power, authority figure, rational, intelligent. I would say yes. Think clear, basically. Use your logic. Oh, okay. Why do you want to know about your ex? Exes are exes for a reason. Your ex is not thinking about you. The Four of Swords means they're not even thinking about relationships, love. They're actually taking a break and resting and finding their peace of mind. Nicholas, a couple cards for you. I'll pull a card for you, Nicholas. Nicholas, you don't have anything to worry about. The sun is the best card to get. You got the sun. Okay. Um, Stay positive. You have a lot of good things coming your way. Keep trusting in success. You're going to be very successful. Yellow Roses. Does my two brothers want me to support the NFL this season? Does my two brothers want me to support the NFL this season? You got a yes. Death card reverse. But this is talking about you being stagnant and you don't want to change. Like you don't even want to support the NFL, but they want you to. You're like very codependent on whatever you've been codependent on. You don't want to be independent. You need to let go of your past self, though. So yeah, I actually like the NFL idea. Pick a team that you like and look at the players and just like follow the workouts and like the stats and just see how much money is involved in the NFL. The NFL is like a rich, wealthy investment. People make money off bets. Like people make money off tickets. People have fun at the games. Like it's a lot involved in that. Not a bad thing. That's a big conglomerate. So, anyways, yeah, well, you want to leave that person alone. Move on with your life. Let me do the SEO. Alright. Any guidance for your career? You got the Six of Pentacles, so that talks about being supported, looking for a handout, being like breadcrumbs, like looking for someone generous to give you like a job or give you money or have an equal give and take. You could be like less fortunate, and there could be somebody that might give you something because you're less fortunate. You might not be the generous one able to give. You might be on the receiving end. So you're looking to receive support. You're looking to receive prosperity, investors, money, gifts, charities, donations. Um, but yeah, there is somebody that's willing to give to you if you're looking for charity. Like if you're a charity, somebody will give to you. Basically, that's what this card is talking about. Still have hope though. If you feel like you can't believe in yourself, this is a card of hope. You just need to heal. That's the why. That's the why of why you're feeling this way because you still need to heal. Then you're gonna see the hope. Like, oh, I'm a star. You need to feel like a star again. You know, you need to have faith. So don't give up. Those that seek shall find. You get what I'm saying? Hmm. That's fine. At this time, though, are you a female or male? Because why would you be needing a love life if you don't have your money right? Yeah, see, it's not time for love. If your money isn't right, ain't nobody gonna love you. Four of Swords talks about needing to find your peace of mind, pray, sleep, rest, put down all your worries before you can even have a good path to get on, you know? Like you overthink, you overanalyze, you over worry, you're stressed out. So it's like you need to like pray about your life. It's not a good time for love when it's like this. This is a time of separation for you from love. You need to love yourself. Prioritize yourself first. I know it's tough, but that's really how life is. Hmm. Yeah, you got to get your money up. You got to get your life, your status up. You got to get your priorities in order before love. Make sure you're stable. You're in a harmonious place. You're welcome. Hope that helps you. All right, guys. I'll be back. Peace out.